So, so here are the actions, and let's take a look at how he wrote these actions. First, let's take a look at his buttons, okay? So you can see he has buttons, and the first button that comes out is right here. It's the next button. And if we look over in the symbol library, uh, we can see that he has several button symbols, okay? Let's try to find the one button, which is the next button. If I can find it. It's a good idea to label your buttons what they are, so they'll be a little easier to find for everybody else. Okay, there it is right there. And I just want to show you how this button is built. Okay, basically he just has an up state, but if you wanted to have an overstate, which would be, let me just insert a keyframe, and let's say that I wanted this square to change colors or whatever on rollover, then I could colorize that, and then when I moused over it, it would do that. So take a look at button symbols, because it'll be you know, a little more interactive if you can put in all the up states or all the states. So we have an up, over, down, and hit. Basically, the up is what it looks like on stage. The over is what it's going to look like when it's moused over. Down is what it's going to do when I press down, and hit is the actual action state. So take a look at review your button states in the book, and I'll also submit I've actually already submitted a demo on the announcements as well. Okay. Now you can see as I do that, it's opening up this little cookie crumb, or we call it breadcrumb. I'm going to go back to the scene. Okay. And so I want to show you these actions, and the reason I couldn't find it before because it's hidden down here. But so I want to see what actions I have, and if I take a look at this symbol, you can see it's called button 1, and that's the instance name of that. Okay. So on any button, okay, you can give it an instance name. Okay. Like once it's out here on the stage, okay, you want to name it. You want to give it an instance name, so it's out on the stage right there. And I want to show you this action, and I'm going to give you this movie so you can use this this actual action script here. So let's take a look at actions, and all this stuff really doesn't mean anything right here. This is what we really want to look at right here, okay? And you can see there's the instance name that I called it. It's got to match exactly what you called it on the stage. So if we go back to the scene, you can see right here, button underscore 1. Okay, no spaces, no special characters or anything like that. And you'll see that the action is in its own keyframe. So to create an action, just insert a keyframe, okay, and then you can place your action right there in that keyframe. Okay, I'm going to clear that. All right, but let's take a look at his action here. And again, I'm going to give you this so you can pull the script right out of here. Or actually, I might just copy and paste it for you. But you can see that, okay, so we have button 1, and here's the event listener. It's waiting for a mouse click, and that's what we're going to do when we click on the button. And then what it's going to do is it's going to go to and play frame 45. Okay, so basically what it's doing is it's waiting here. Okay, let's go back. Okay, it's waiting here for that click. Okay, so you'll see that as we're going, it stops here. Okay, and let me take a look at that. You can see there's a stop first because we got to stop the movie and then wait for a mouse click. Okay, so each time you want the movie to stop and wait for a mouse click, you got to add these scripts. You don't need this or this. You just need that to stop on the frame, and you need this to tell it where to go to. Okay, so once I stop and click, okay, once it stops here and I click it, it should go to the next frame and start playing again. Okay, so it should start doing that. Okay, so each time you want it to stop and then go to another frame, you got to put that in for that button. Okay, now each time you drag a button out, you're going to want to add an instance name for it. Matter of fact, let's go down the line here. And we have another button here, button 1, and it should have a new script. And it says go to and play frame 126. Okay. Since we have another keyframe, we can use the same button instance, which is fine. You can do that. You might want to create a separate instance, though. It might be better if you did it that way. And these are all the same way. Okay, so if we look at the scripts here, you can see go to, it's stopping, and then going to and playing. Okay, and then if we go back down here, you'll see that we have two separate buttons now. We have a no, and that's button 2 instance, and we have a yes, which is button 3 instance. Okay, let's take a look at the script here, and you can see that button 2 is going to go to and play frame 313, and button 3 is going to go play frame 390. Okay, so if we go to see what 315 is, if we look here, it's just going to keep playing regularly. Okay, which it says that's unfortunate, blah blah blah. Okay, but if we look at frame 390, if we click yes, it's going to jump to frame 390, which is right here. Okay, and it says you're dead, try again. Okay, and then actually 390 is here. Okay, so it says unfortunate, you're dead, try again. That's another button instance to rewind it. And then if we click 390 or button number 3, you can see it goes here and it says you made the right decision. Okay, so that's a really good way to navigate, you know, especially if you have like a choice like he has here. So I'm going to include this file so you can kind of see how it's built as well. And you can copy and paste those actions right out of there, or use the actions library as well. Okay, and then once you're ready to publish, really I'm more worried about the you can do the Flash with the HTML wrapper. Really that's all I really need at this point. We didn't really set this up for Canvas, so really I just want the SWF and the FLA will be fine for that. Okay, not too worried about the Canvas HTML5 at this point, but so that's kind of how to build a movie and how to script it. So hopefully that helps you out and helps you put together your movie.